EVs are boring. The range, bleh. Where do you even charge them? What a headache, right? They've got no character. Now, if you still believe those things, you have got to try the BYD Sealion 7. Welcome to the garage on Ride By. Today we have the latest from BYD, and by far, it is the most potent, the most versatile, the most exciting all-electric SUV from BYD that we have encountered so far. Many viewers will be familiar with the Sealion 5 and the Sealion 6. They're plug-in hybrid electric vehicle crossovers that combine hyper-efficient drivetrains with a lot of practical features, a lot of safety tech, and all at a very competitive price that is simply hard to resist, and so they have won the market over. But this one here, the Sealion 7, is an all-electric SUV, and let me tell you, it is a beast. It is an all-electric, all-wheel drive SUV powered by an electric motor at the front and at the rear, rated at up to 530 PS and 690 Newton meters of torque. Can you imagine this much power in a family-oriented SUV? Just to give you an idea of what that kind of performance will get you, well, it does the 0 to 100 km/h sprint in 4.5 seconds. That is muscle car territory. But you won't be uncomfortable in this car. Far from it. To emphasize the performance aspect of the Sealion 7, let's check out how it looks. So you've got the familiar silhouette of an SUV, of course, but note how aggressively the roofline slopes from the top all the way down to the back, terminating in a functional roof spoiler here for some very beneficial downforce. These are 45 series 20-inch Michelin Pilot Sports, delivering a premium balance of grip and comfort, supported by quality underpinnings. The suspension consists of front double wishbones and a rear multi-link system at the back. And of course, you've got big all-disc brakes all around. Dimensionally, the BYD Sealion 7 measures 4,830 millimeters with a width of 1,925 and a height of 1,620 millimeters with a very long 2,930 millimeter wheelbase. Ground clearance is 163 millimeters with a turning radius of 5.9 meters, and its curb weight is 2,340 kilograms. If you do the math, then you will quickly find out that the cost per kilometer to run in electric easily defeats the expense of running on gasoline. To run an EV will cost you around 2 pesos and 20 centavos per kilometer if you charge at home or at a charging station outside. Compare that to gasoline, which will now cost you, at today's current crazy fuel prices, 12 to 13 pesos per kilometer. Multiply that by how many kilometers you drive in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year, and the savings are in thousands. But how much does it cost also to maintain? Well, according to BYD's calculations, the annual preventive maintenance schedule for a BYD Sealion 7 will only run you a total of less than 44,000 pesos over 5 years. Doing the math, that equates to roughly 8,800 pesos a year to maintain a Sealion 7, or a little less than half what it would cost to run a similarly sized internal combustion engine SUV. But how far can you go with the BYD Sealion 7? Well, you'll be happy to know that the battery is big enough to give you up to 542 kilometers of range. And if you're planning to go cross-country, and you will because it's such a great drive, well, you can trust that anywhere you go, you will be able to charge it thanks to AC Mobility's rapidly growing network of charging stations throughout the country. You could theoretically cross from Pagudpud all the way to Jensan without ever running out of charge. And they have. They did it recently. They set 2 Guinness World Records. So there you go. Range anxiety, that's ancient history with the Sealion 7. Of course, it is an SUV, so we expect to be comfortable inside. And I am. So from the driver's seat, check out these beautiful features. The perforated leather here on the driver's seat and the passenger seat, they have a function because they're ventilated. You can actually cool off by tapping the screen here. Tap seat ventilation, and then you can activate the aircon vents to work to cool your back and your bum. Fantastic. This is standard for the Sealion 7. Then you've got a wireless charging pad here, maximum of 50 watts. Getting comfortable here in the power adjustable driver's seat. It is adjustable 8 ways. And for the passenger, I think it is either 4 ways or 6 ways adjustable. Pretty standard for luxury SUVs, of course. But the Sealion 7 also has an adjustable leg rest. So let's see how it works. So this panel here, oh wow. So now I can really relax the back of my thighs. So this is a really good thing to have on long drives when you just want to be relaxed on your drive and fully supported. Then of course you've got tilt and telescopic steering column. Got plenty of soft touch surfaces here, the top of the dashboard, top of the door panels, contrast stitching, and minimal piano black. You just got piano black here on the panel here for your drive modes, your little itty bitty shifter. But you've got this sort of patterned silver panels here running the width of the dashboard. I think it's supposed to resemble like the scales of a fish, I think. And check out the sculpting here of the door pull. So it's like a wave, because remember the Sealion 7 is part of the Ocean series. So it emulates the movement of the water, right? So para siyang wave, and then you just got a really good grip here when you need to open the door. And the door pull, the release, is actually this little thing here. So you pull up. Galing. It's so subtle and very classy. And the doors, wow, did you notice how solid the door sounded when they closed? Again. Yeah, you know that door slam test? Hindi siya tunog lata, guys. Fantastic. And then from here, you get to play with a lot of gadgets. You've got this big rotating touchscreen. You've got this big instrument cluster here. All your pertinent data is there to sort out. Climate control, there are several ways to adjust it. You can press this one here to turn it off or on. You can tap the screen, press the little blower icon, or you can use BYD Voice Assist. Hi, BYD.
I'm listening.
Turn up the blower.
All right, the air volume is turned up for you.
Thank you. All right, BYD Voice Assist is there. If you don't want to search for it here in the menu, and then remember you have to give it the right voice commands. So your steering wheel here gives you control over your adaptive cruise control. And it also has the ADAS system, includes essential things like blind spot warning, forward collision warning, lane keeping assist, lane departure warning, and auto high beams, among others. You've got a panoramic sunroof that even though it's there, you've still got lots of headroom here. I'm 5'8", a 6-footer here could easily be comfortable. You've got a 14-speaker, I believe, Dyna audio system. And this little thing here is actually a camera, because the car is continuously monitoring you. So it senses that if you're not paying attention, if you're feeling drowsy in a long drive, it will alert you. So let's check out the back seat of the Sealion 7. Wow, it's really roomy, man. So at 5'8", the driver's seat set to my height. I have, oh wow, it's really roomy. Check out the leg room, check out the headroom. So let's test how good is this middle position. Commonly in SUVs like this, the middle position is the worst seat. And it's actually not bad. Although, so an adult can hit here at the middle, but of course, the back part is kind of stiff. So let's find out why. So fold out armrest and pop-out cup holders, and even a little lidded compartment here for your phone or some small items. Very thoughtful. Your AC vents are here at the middle. You've got a lidded compartment here for your USB ports. You've got pin lights here. And again, you've got more soft touch surfaces along with this silver element here para maganda naman yung contrast mo. So now let's check out the cargo area. So it has a power tailgate and it has a kick function. As you can see, even with the rear seat backs up, you've got lots of space here for suitcases and bags. It is coated at 500 liters of cargo volume. So now let's see how it looks when I fold the rear seat backs down. And with the rear seat backs folded, you now have an almost flat load floor and it's rated at 1,769 liters. It's long enough and deep enough for golf bags, for bicycles, boxes, and large suitcases. But wait, there's more. When you open the hood, which by the way, opens with expensive hydraulic struts, you get a frunk. It is rated at 58 liters. So what does 58 liters looks like? It can hold the hard case for our drone, and it can hold the hard case for my camera and my other drone. It is that roomy. So now, let's take it for a drive. So with this much power in a family car, you might think that the Sealion 7 is an intimidating car to drive, but actually that's not the case. It is like all EVs, so like almost all EVs, is ridiculously easy to get accustomed to because power delivery is very smooth and linear. Of course, it's quiet. You won't hear the motors ever. The only thing you will hear is the sound of the AC blower because it's a very hot day right now, so it's almost maxed out. And right now I am in sport mode. So in sport mode, of course, the power delivery is quite immediate and it's almost like a plane at takeoff. So it's very entertaining. Of course, you need to be responsible with how you use all of that power. Most of the time, you just want to use it in eco mode. So it's a softer power delivery. It's more usable in day-to-day, and there you really get optimal range from the car. Other things to note with this car, you can also adjust the steering effort from very light to slightly stiffer setup, which is better for those who want a more firm setup. The ride quality is actually, it's quite a bit of an eye-opener because yes, it has double wishbones. Yes, it has a rear multi-link system, but I checked the brochure and it even has what they call selective frequency dampers for the shocks. So they're a more advanced form of shock absorbers. So I would suppose that on rougher roads, it tends to adjust the damping to give you more control. Most of the time, you won't really notice it working. It's just that it gives you a very controlled ride. It's not floaty. Even at extreme maneuvers like the chicanes or high-speed chicanes or like the simulating emergency lane change, the rear multi-link system really does a great job in keeping the tail in line unless you purposely yank the steering wheel. So of course, you've also got regen braking, and you can set the level of resistance, the level of regeneration from very high to almost neutral. Takes some getting used to if you set the regen braking to the highest setting because parang on-off na yung power when you pag bumitaw ka sa accelerator. But you do get the most energy recovery when you do that. Other things, as a driver's car, visibility all around is very good. Panoramic windshield, big glass areas here. I'm very comfortable, especially with this driver's seat. I love it. I'm already using the leg rest here. All cars should have this feature. It's just so good. And the quality of the leather here is quite very plush. You know, a lot of let's be honest here. A lot of new cars now, they put leather, right? There are different grades to leather. There's a cheap leather that feels stiff and ang init na talaga. This one feels plush. It almost feels like it's been broken in, even though it's a brand new car. And of course, the seat ventilation is a big deal. This really helps to really cool you down faster, especially on a hot day. Overall, you know, between the quality of the drivetrain performance, if it's all-wheel drive, it feels very neutral. It doesn't feel front heavy, it doesn't feel tail happy, so it kind of feels centered. So turn in is very, very crisp and feels very flickable. It's just very nimble, and you get to learn to parang gamay mo kaagad yung sasakyan even after just a few minutes of driving it. So although we're just driving it in a close course right now, I would have no hesitation of taking this car on a long road trip, and I think I would be very comfortable, and so would my passengers. So there you go. It's got all the safety tech you could think of, more power than you actually really need, but it's nice to have because who doesn't want to have some fun every once in a while? And it's got the handling chops to really have some fun in the twisties. Hindi lang siya pang straight ahead, which I think is more important. I mean, it's easy to put a lot of power in an electric vehicle right now, but it's more challenging to actually make it turn and to have fun doing so. So with the new generation of crossovers, especially from China, especially from BYD, they've really gone through great strides to make the car handle as well as it accelerates. By the way, did you know that the top speed of this car is 215 kilometers per hour, which is more than twice the speed limit? Hey, if you're gonna lose your license, joke, just kidding. And to make sure that you don't lose your license, I really recommend you use the adaptive cruise control. Set and forget it to 90 kilometers per hour, 100 kilometers per hour. Siya na bahala pumreno sa'yo at mag-accelerate. Trust the car, relax, and pag makatulog ka, the car will actually wake you up to tell you that you are unsafe already. BYD, they really think of everything, no? So, there you go. What a time to be in the market for an EV right now. For the man or the woman who's looking for a 5-seat all-electric SUV with fantastic performance, excellent range, and all the comfort and safety features you could think of in a 5-seat SUV, I think that the BYD Sealion 7 has got all the bases covered. But don't take my word for it. You should check it out for yourself at a BYD dealership. And if it is on your list, well, go. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on Facebook and YouTube. And ride smart, buy smarter with rideby.ph.